Opposition movements from all over the world come to the Serbian capital of Belgrade to be educated in the art of overthrowing a dictatorship. The Serbs succeeded with their own revolution 12 years ago. They now use their experience for their Revolution Training School, the Center of Strategy for Non-Violent Resistance, or for short, CANVAS. Chief instructor Srda Popovic is one of the few CANVAS members who would show his face publicly in front of the camera. It was in his office where the Egyptian revolution was planned. The American author and Princeton University lecturer William Engdahl has written for over 30 years about Washington's secret geopolitics. He has established a widespread information network that extends deep into America's Secret Service. He is convinced Optor is not acting alone.
The key actors in Otbor went on to create Canvas, as you mentioned, and operate in some 50 countries. They are simply following an agenda given them by people in Washington for regime change. They're using this deniability that they're simply idealistic young people from Serbia who did it successfully and are so happy about it they want to show the rest of the world. That's hardly a plausible explanation in my view. I think they're getting well financed by American intelligence services for doing this. And the target countries they target, like Egypt and most recently, and so are precisely the countries that are on the Pentagon agenda for destabilization.
Back in Belgrade, Optor trainer Ivan Marvic proudly presents his new gadget for resistance training. It's a computer game that simulates the fight against the power of state. Ivan is sure that the game will make his training much more effective. Sponsorship for the development of the game came from American organizations.
The game downloaded off the internet or smuggled on a CD can reach people that we personally cannot, and so that obstacle is removed. Another thing is the question of scale. You know, personally, I can meet maybe up to 150 people a year if I work full time. The game can actually reach much bigger number of people. The tactics that, you know, mass protests, occupying buildings, blocking the whole city, you know. But you're trying to kind of galvanize, you know, like rock concerts to come, and then you use that opportunity to recruit, etc., etc.
Marovic declares the new generation doesn't want to read books. They would prefer to play video games, and it's far more effective.
Just now they're kicking our ass. I mean, really. So we're actually losing big time here. I mean, people are leaving and going, you know, joining the regime. Evilness of the regime depends on the artificial intelligence, how the computer actually runs the regime. And that varies from scenario to scenario. If the player wants to play an easy scenario, I recommend Fight Against Corruption. If he wants to play a very difficult scenario, I recommend Fight